fun.
I know. It's like asking which one of your kids you like the best.
It is. It is. It's a tie, actually. The 650,
Yeah.
the convertible. It's definitely a fun one to drive. It will go as soon as you punch it. Fascinatingly enough, the i3 is my other favorite. It is technically the fastest 0 to 60 BMW that we are currently in production with now.
Oh, wow.
Because it's all electric. Electric vehicles tend to be more zippy.
Maximum torque at 1 RPM, an electric vehicle does.
There you go. Yeah, so it's funny. The i3 drives differently. It has a 3-stage pedal. So with the gas, if you have your foot down all the way, you're accelerating. If you're halfway on, you're coasting. If you remove your foot from the gas pedal, it brakes the car.
Oh, wow.
There's also a brake so you can actually stop, but it does start to slow you down. So it's a different way of driving, but it's definitely fun.
And you've driven it before. Is it difficult to learn, or is it pretty simple?
I would say that it's not difficult to learn. It's definitely different from what you're used to,
Sure.
but I drove it down here today, actually.
Oh, you had the pleasure of driving it down?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I get
awesome.
to drive all sorts of BMWs.
What a job.
Yes, it is a fun job for sure. I mean, it's a great company to be with. They're very innovative and progressive all the time. So we love doing events like this and really showing that off to everyone, for everyone else to appreciate.
Yeah, and it's a great venue to be doing it in.
Absolutely.
Megan, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. And we've got we're going to head off to a break right now, live from Ridgefield. We'll be back.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.
Want to get in touch with HAN Radio? You can find us on Twitter at Hersam Radio, on Facebook at Hersam Acorn Radio, or email us at radio@hersamacorn.com.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online characters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier lines, shades, shutters, and drapery fabrics. Early or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
The long winter is finally astern. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit docshop.com.
Rockefeller is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Kycut's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycut Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
This is your coffee break on HANradio.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Ridgefield, right here in the middle of Main Street, right by Bailey Avenue, across from Ridgefield Town Hall, in front of Medesi Jewelers and Ridgefield Hardware. John Kovach, I've got Steve Holder with me, Rob Adams, Eric Gendron on the controls, and a plethora of guests as Ridgefield Summerfest rewinds to the 70s. And we've got car shows, we've got food, we've got plenty of stuff.
And we've got Margot McEachern here from the Keeler Tavern right next to us. You guys are selling some antiques. What are some of the gifts that you guys are selling here today?
Well, we also have a wonderful, it's the 20th year of our Antique Fair, which is August 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's free admission, and we have all kinds of things, furniture, chinas, tchotchkes, etc. I run the gift shop. So if somebody comes for a tour to our wonderful museum, they will see a costumed guide take them on a tour, and they'll show them the famous cannonball embedded in the clapboards, and they'll see our beautiful gardens that Cass Gilbert built for his wife. Was the family.
For those who aren't familiar with the history of Ridgefield, tell us about the Keeler Tavern.
Keeler Tavern goes way back to like 1713, and we had a series of Keelers that ran both an inn and a hotel, back, as I said, all the way up to when Cass Gilbert came. But in the old days, the stagecoach, this was the Boston Post Road, came down, let the passengers out, and they stayed in the tavern. They might have shared a bed in those days. They paid and they slept in their clothes. Some famous people, we had Jerome Bonaparte, who was the younger brother of Napoleon, married a gal, Betsy Patterson, from Baltimore, and they honeymooned on their way to Niagara Falls at the museum. It wasn't a museum then, it was a tavern.
And now the museum has opened itself up this year. The Keeler Tavern went unhinged earlier this year. I know I did a story on that when you guys opened the door on the second floor. The history behind that was that Timothy Keeler in the 1770s was a bit of a revolutionary, and they theorized that they were holding meetings to kind of go against the British there in the 1770s.
They were holding meetings upstairs. He was making musket balls in the basement. And
right below the tap room.
His uncle next door was a Tory. So when the British came down from Danbury and fired on the tavern, his uncle was almost like, come get him, boys. And all of a sudden he realized his house would burn down if the tavern burned down. Then he wasn't take it out. And the famous quote was something along the lines of, he said to his 21-year-old nephew, Timothy Keeler, if it weren't for me, your little tavern would have burned to the ground. And Timothy said, no, Uncle, I owe it to the north wind. So we have lots of history, and as I said, we have beautiful gardens. We're open on Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 4. We hope you'll visit us. And we hope you'll go to the gift shop, which is tax-free.
The mugs are terrific. I really love the design, that flow blue in the pottery. Right. Really beautiful stuff.
And they're handmade, and each potter signs his name on the bottom.
Where do you
Very
get those
cool.
done?
In Pennsylvania, in our secret location.
Ah.
She's not going to tell us on air.
No,
It's
no,
secret.
she's not. Margot, thank you very much. Such an
Thank you.
important piece of history, and we talk about when we go from these towns to towns with these. Ridgefield, another town that really embraces its history, and the Battle of Ridgefield.
Yeah, the only town in Connecticut that's had an American Revolution battle.
Right. Unfortunately, we lost it. But we won the war.
Yeah,
but
we
we're
won
still
the war.
here.
Yeah.
We're still here, and we're on the
It's
streets.
still a great country.
And thank you very much
Thank
for
you
this
so much,
opportunity.
Margot.
I thank
Thank-
Hersam
th-
Acorn and HAN Radio.
Thank you, Margot Keeler Tavern there. 72 and overcast, 40% chance of showers. High is going to get up to around 81. We're going to be here for a little while longer talking to people. We've got some good music going. We've got 70s Rewind Rob. We've got some tie-dye stuff making its way around. Yeah, it really, last year the 60s
Mr. Pamby,
really caught in. This one, there are some people really into it.
Yeah, well, the 60s one was fun last year. It was the 50th anniversary. It was 1964 all over again, and we had some fun with it as well. I put together a whole fake newscast of 1964 stuff with the reverb in the background and everything. It was kind of a cool project for me. But, yeah, this is good today. I know my son has been walking around saying what a great time it is, so we're certainly having a lot of fun out here today. And we dive right back in.
Yeah, we've got our next guest, John Pambianchi from Pambi Motors. How you doing today?
How are you?
I'm doing great. So what's going on at Pambi's these days? Tell us.
Well, what
kind
we
of cars
have
you have?
is we have our new Jeep Renegade has just come in from Italy, and it's been quite a success. It's in conjunction made with Fiat Motor Company, and our shops are busy. Our service department, our body shop is growing every day, and things are good.
And you've
Can't
got the
complain.
two locations, right? You have one on Ethan Allen Highway, and then you also have Route 35.
Right, we have on Ethan Allen, we have the
showroom,
for
right.
the Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and ProMasters. And then on Danbury Road, we have our body shop and our service department.
Tell us a little bit about the Renegade, a new model. There's been a lot of excitement around it.
Yeah, the Renegade is, as I said, is a venture. It's first Fiat Chrysler to come into the country, and it's made in Italy. We've got about 7 of them in which we've sold.
All 7?
All 7. And
Wow.
the situation is right now that coming in from Italy, it's 6 or 8 weeks coming into Baltimore and then trucked up here. So it's a 10-week process before
you can actually
before
drive
we can
it.
actually
Yeah.
drive them. And what's happening is, like anything new, it's a little sluggish, the supply system right now.
Sure.
So every day it's improving.
You're making a wait list.
Yes, exactly. But by September, we should have a pretty good stock of 40 or 50 of them.
Oh, nice.
What sets it apart from the existing Jeep line?
Well, it's a completely different motor, 1.4, completely different transmission. It's really nothing that Jeep has had before. You know, the cars that were made in Toledo. This is a completely different, good gas mileage, very efficient on fuel mileage, of course. But it's just a new era for Jeep.
Now, Pambi Motors, which is Pambi carrying Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, been around for 66 years. Your Jeep, your Chryslers have been around, Dodge, for years. What is the secret to prolonged success in the automotive business?
Well, fortunately, when my father and my uncle started in 1948, my father was a body man and my uncle was a mechanic. So the service end of it came into our family long before the sales end of it. So myself, my 2 brothers, and have grown up on the service side of it. So we're sort of backwards from car dealers where they're more salesmen than learning to
they're more
service.
service.
We're service and, and still trying to learn how to sell.
But that's a great way to get into it because you can know what
Yeah, you have a
different
lot of
cars
knowledge.
need, what's reliable and what's
Exactly,
not.
Exactly, and we know how to treat the customers, customer service, you know, little extra things that you have to do to make it right for them. We have I have 2 nephews and a son that are now in the business, and they're all starting in the service department just as we did, and to learn that aspect of it.
That's a great way to start out. Now, an event such as the the rewind, Summerfest.
Summerfest. Rewind to the
70s. An event such as Summerfest. What does that offer the auto dealer a chance to do?
Well, it actually lets people who probably would never consider your product to come and look at it without a salesman bothering them and trying to sell them the car. Just let them sit in it and
look at it,
blow the horn and turn the radio on and see exactly what it has to offer. And again, it's nice to come out and see people that we haven't seen, through this winter months. Summertime.
It was a
everybody's
brutal
out.
winter.
Yeah, and the weather hopefully will hold out for the rest of the day for us.
Yeah, I think it will. The sun has peered out.
You've got all these classics around you. Any favorites among those?
Well, it's kind of funny. I'm probably showing my age a little bit because I remember selling some of those. As they were pulling in, I said I sold a car like this to someone, this one here to someone. So maybe it's time for me to
It really
retire.
is a rewind to the 70s.
Exactly. So.
All right, John, thank you very much for stopping by.
Appreciate
Good luck
it.
with the
Okay.
cars.
Thank you, guys.
72 overcast. The sun has come out a couple of times
Thank you
here.
very much.
Has come out a couple of times here at Summerfest in Ridgefield. Fun talking cars, and we're surrounded by cars. I know we're going to have a big car guest very shortly. A lot of nonprofits are out with their
Nice to meet you, Steve Coulter.
Oh, nice to meet you too. I'm Allison. I'm the director.
with their wares. We're going to be on. They're going to be here all day, I believe, till 4 o'clock.
Don't worry, it's like riding a bike.
As we continue to stream live HAN radio video on the Hersam Acorn Network. Steve, who's our next guest?
We've got Allison Dotson from Roar, which is the animal shelter here in Ridgefield. How are you doing, Allison?
I'm doing great. How are you?
A little nervous for the TV radio or no?
Absolutely.
You don't show it.
Don't be.
So what's going on at Roar these days?
Well, we are really excited. We're celebrating 10 years of the shelter itself, the D'Onofrio Family Animal Shelter. So Roar has been around for 15 years total. It was started way back in 2000 by Marshall Libby and an amazing group of volunteers, and we're just happy to still be around now 15 years later. So it's a big celebration for 10 years.
And those who don't know Ridgefield, it's right there on South Street.
We are right across from Animal Control, which some people confuse us with, but we are a private animal rescue, and we've been, just adopting out animals for a long time, and we've done over 4,500 now.
Oh, wow.
Yep, in the 10 years we've been around.
And dogs and cats, I'm assuming, are probably the most popular.
They are, yes. Puppies and kittens tend to be the big winner, but we do get a lot of dogs and cats that are just amazing, and we would encourage anybody to come down and give us, just take a visit.
Are there any other animals there or no?
No, we specialize in dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what kind of dogs are there right now? What are some of the ones that
We
are?
have quite a few older puppies right now, so not little tiny ones, but more like 4 to 6 month old puppies that really would love to get into new homes. Some of them are actually going to be at our booth today here at the Summerfest, so anybody that's in the area wants to come down and see them. We have a cute little corgi mix. We've got a really, really good combination, so there's always a good variety. We don't try to specialize in any one kind.
What's the screening process like? Somebody comes in and wants to adopt a cat or a dog.
So we like for people to meet the animal that they're going to adopt first. So what we do is we ask them to pick a dog out of the book or a cat if they like to go into our cat room. And then once they create that human-animal, then it takes about 3 to 5 days to process that. So it goes pretty quickly.
Yeah. So by the end of the week, you could potentially have a new dog.
Yep. If you come in on a Sunday, by Friday, you could be taking your dog or cat home. So.
Do you run into the problem that some shelters find where everybody wants the puppy or the kitten, and there's an older dog that might need a home that's kind of overlooked?
Yes, we had a great story a couple of years ago. We rescued an older beagle from Kentucky. Her name is Allie McBeagle, and she sat in the shelter for quite a long time. Yeah, she came with that name, and she sat at the shelter for quite a long time, and a family, puppies and kittens were going out. And a family came in and said, we're looking for an older dog. And we said, we have the right dog for you. And now she's sort of like a town, celebrity. People see her walking around and they know it's her. So we try to get as many of the older dogs adopted, but puppies always rule out over older dogs. And the benefit of the older dog is that it's already, usually housebroken. You kind of know what it's going to be like. With puppies, it's like raising a child. You've got to really work hard at it.
And so you maintain a connection with the animal once it leaves, or?
We do, yeah. I mean, we encourage it, and a lot of people, we've seen a lot of our alumni walking the street today, and we encourage them to come over. I've been taking a lot of pictures of them. but we do try to maintain a database and reach out to them yearly just to see how everything's going, and always encourage them to come in for a visit.
And you mentioned the one dog coming from Kentucky. Is that the furthest you've gotten one, or?
No, Texas is actually the furthest
wow.
we get them from. It's we try to help them out, but we also take local surrenders, and we use any of the animal controls too to pull our dogs from. So
Can they go?
Facebook, and we but www.roar-ridgefield.org.
It's nice to have the social media to kind of show off the animals and the
Fantastic.
photos. It's more than just a description of the dog. You can actually see the dog.
Exactly. We try to do a lot of uploading our videos. My staff is great at taking videos of the animals, especially when they're in their intake quarantine, so we can kind of get an idea of their temperament, and we send that out to people. So it works out really well.
And it's mostly volunteers, right?
Yeah, there's only 8 staff that work at the shelter around the clock, and then we have over 120 volunteers that do a wide range of things, and they are the lifeblood of our organization. We'd be nowhere without our volunteers. So
Roar celebrating 10 or 15 years, I should say.
Yeah.
Allison, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
72 and overcast here in Ridgefield. We're on Main Street here with the Summerfest. Ridgefield
Very nice
rewinds to the 70s. Going to get up to about 80 today. We're hoping the rain holds on. Oh, hey, I've got news. Breaking news. Sounder.
Steve.
Oh, I don't have it for you.
I see blue sky.
Ah.
I see blue sky. We may have avoided the rain here in Ridgefield for Summerfest. Steve, our next guest, is here with us.
We've got Ellen Bonheim from Firefly Family Yoga. Are you guys doing some yoga poses on Main Street right now, or no?
We've been working tree pose.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very cool. And where exactly is Firefly Family Yoga
We are located on 80 Grove Street.
Okay.
Just up from Bear Burger.
And 2.5 years old, or how old
Well,
is the
it
business?
started the business out of my home.
Oh,
and
very cool.
Had a home studio, so we'd have people come to the house and do some prenatal yoga. The prenatal moms wanted to come back with their infants, so I got certified in Mommy and Me. And
Oh,
then
nice.
those children grew, and then we grew into children's yoga, and then realized that the business was larger than what our house could hold. So we moved the business into town.
Very nice.
So we opened in March 1st.
So if I hear you right, there's no too young for yoga.
Absolutely. Nope, they come to me in utero, and then I get to see them at 6 weeks old. As soon as the doctor releases the mom to be able to exercise again, then the babies can come back, and we stretch, and we give them a little massage.
And right from the beginning, they're
Right from the
yoga
beginning,
oriented.
yes.
Is there a limit on the other end? Is there a too old for yoga?
No, actually, my oldest student is 88 years old.
Wow.
I have a private student that I've been working with, helping her with her balance. She didn't have a fall and have a fracture in her back, and we've gotten her back to feeling comfortable walking without her. She has that confidence back.
Oh, wow, that's
And
incredible.
learning to take a deep breath.
Yeah. That's a really important part, is the focus and is it drishti?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah, my mom's big into yoga, so.
Nice,
Yeah.
and you've been listening and paying attention.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you focus on a drishti, which is something that you focus on to center yourself
Right.
and balance. If you're having trouble balancing anywhere, no matter whether you're on a stand-up paddleboard, which I also teach, you can focus on something that's not moving. Blows, chances are you might fall over.
Right, you've got to keep it kind of dialed in. Is there a favorite
Yes.
pose that you have? I know Warrior 2 is a big one. There's tree pose, and there's all sorts of different.
Yeah, there's, you know what, it depends on my mood. Every day is different, and your body is different every day. So I think the biggest thing for me is just focusing on shutting out all of, whether it's social media, all the dings on the phone.
It's hard to do in this day and
It is
age.
really hard to do, but if you're able to set aside 5 minutes and just sit quietly and breathe, ask yourself how you're feeling, the poses come once you're, comfortable enough. It'll be a different pose every day. Some days I like inversions, going upside down.
Yeah, the headstand.
Yeah. And some days it's just a simple child's pose and reconnecting, being down on the floor with the center of the forehead, connecting with the earth and just centering yourself.
And how many classes do you guys offer a week?
There are roughly 20 classes a week on the schedule, I
Oh, nice.
believe. I just finished working on the fall schedule so I could have it ready for Summerfest, and it's all available online.
And 7 days a week?
6 days a week. We reserve Sundays for a lot of workshops. We have workshops on everything from meditation, some nutrition offerings,
and you can do some training
lactation
too.
help. Yep.
Very
so
cool.
all different things, because we also have a wellness team at Firefly. In addition to the yoga, we wanted to create a center where a mother could come as a prenatal student, because that's how people find me, and then feel supported throughout her pregnancy as far as lactation help, nutrition help, meditation, and all of that to center herself and be prepared for labor and delivery, and then continue that on with her children. We have a picky eaters workshop coming up. So all different ways to support families in Ridgefield.
Lots going on at Firefly.
Yes, and one of the favorite classes is the family yoga, where
yoga.
the parents come and sometimes rediscover yoga, which they've lost touch.
You got to get the dads in there too.
I do have dads come. I had, my husband made fun of me. He said, "You can't call it mommy and me," and I did have a dad come last week.
Perfect.
So it was a lot of fun. He connected with his son, and he said, "I've never seen him so calm."
And is it a hot studio? Is it Bikram or no?
No. It's regular temperature.
So Firefly is in regard to the
you
the
create
temperature.
an inner fire to allow yourself to fly.
You're not sweating off pounds and pounds.
No. We have the adult classes that we have Gentle Flow, which is for either a postnatal mom or anyone all the way up to seniors. And then in September, we're starting a happy hour flow, which will be just a little bit of a step up, but no, it's the room temperature. We do put the air conditioning on, especially for those prenatal moms who don't want them overheating.
And where can people go to find out more information about Firefly?
Well, our website is fireflyfamilyyoga.com. We're also on Facebook and on Twitter. So any of those places.
Ellen, thank you so much for coming in.
All right, thank
you.
you.
We appreciate it.
Mid-70s and the sun is breaking out. Here in Ridgefield, we are on Main Street, right in front of Adesi Jewelers, Ridgefield Hardware. Summerfest in downtown Ridgefield's going to be going on all day. We've got music. We've got great deals from local businesses. We've got classic cars. We've got new models. Speaking of classic cars, our next guest helped bring all these great rides here. David Coles. David, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So tell us about putting this show together.
Our club has been doing shows for a number of years in the old Balducci's parking lot to raise money for local entities and people that need money, just to try to get back to the community. It's something that my dad instilled upon me when he was president of the Savings Bank. We decided at the end of last year that we didn't want to be in the parking lot.
And I remember last year, in previous years, seeing you guys in the car in the parking lot, and kind of like
we had great weather. When we sat down with the Chamber of Commerce, who were a great bunch of people, I said, "Listen, I don't care what it takes. I want Main Street."
And this works because Main Street is closed off, a portion of it, and right out with the vendors, with the nonprofit organization, unique.
Always one of the four my lifetime. I finally got that and built it. Now I'm working on the next 3.
How many cars total are here?
I think there's around 50 cars total.
Oh, nice. And how far are they coming from?
We don't know yet. We're going to be looking at the tags to see how far they're from.
I see one from Florida, the one behind us, the BMW.
Yeah, I think he probably lives here, so we don't know if we're going to be able to count that.
That's an antique plate, I think. I think the plate is part of the restoration of that BMW.
Yeah, I was going to say that plate looks old.
It's kind of a beach car, the Isetta. Yeah. It was designed.
But yeah, there's that's famous for the TV show with Steve Urkel.
Yes.
But yeah, we have a number of cars up here that are absolutely gorgeous.
You do.
And we wanted to give a shout out to all the car owners for being stubborn enough to stay with the rain. A lot of guys, we lost a lot of cars because of the rain.
I'm sure.
It's a little bit of rain. You're not gonna drown.
Yeah. Now, what other shows do the Memory Lane Cruisers do?
Well, we're talking about doing another show, another fundraiser this year down at the 9/11 Memorial on the fields. We're working with Parks and Rec. That would bring in a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Right now, we're discussing, what what person or what organization we're going to raise money for down there.
There's plenty of space right there near the Parks and Rec.
I mean, you're talking a couple hundred cars down there, and it's built strong enough where it held the carnival, so we know it can hold the cars.
Absolutely.
This car show today, all of our gate money, half of our 50-50, and money coming in from Chamber of Commerce is all going to Sphere. We're trying to help them along. They're in a situation where they need some help financially.
Yeah, the state cut their budget, right?
Yep, cut their budget, and we decided that, you know what, we've all been to the Prospector Theater. They're a great bunch of guys and girls. They work really hard, and they need a little help.
Yeah, these are people that want to work, that want to give back to society.
But because of their disabilities, it's hard for them to find jobs.
Exactly.
So we decided as a club, we said, look, you know what, we're doing it for Sphere. And we just decided, you know what, it's a way to get back to the community because they give to us, like, you know, they're working and hardworking, whatever. So we want to give back to the community. And my club really feels that, you know, we can do a lot if we have the power to do it. And this is what gave us the power. You know?
How does somebody join Memory Lane Cruisers?
Bring me a car. You're welcome to join.
Great answer.
And we're not picky. We don't judge on any car. We'll take imports. We don't care what they are. So it's turned out to be a halfway decent day. Yeah.
Great day.
I'm seeing some blue.
Yeah, we got blue skies. The sun has popped out a few times.
And I'm thankful. We had so many people donate to the goodie bags. I mean, there's probably 15, 18 companies in the area.
Oh, nice.
They donated keychains, magazines, hand lotions, all kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
Most of the banks in town donated. Ridgefield Hardware, a number of stores donated the door prizes. So
very cool.
But I'd just like to give a shout out to anybody that's at the show or watching. We are trying to raise money for Sears, so we have a 50-50 going around. So if you guys dig in your pockets and pull out a couple of bucks and help us get some money for Sphere, I'd appreciate it.
You've got cars all the way up from one end of this street fair down to the other. Different eras, different makes, different models. It's an awesome show. David Cole's great job organizing that.
Thank you very much,
so
gentlemen.
David.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mid-70s. Still calling it overcast, but I'm seeing some spots of blue, and that's
not as overcast as it was.
No,
for sure.
nowhere near. We are going to step out, take a quick break, and come back with more from Summerfest. Ridgefield rewinds to the 70s, live on Main Street in downtown Ridgefield, on HANradio.com, streaming on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Your child has fallen and broken his arm. You need to see an orthopedist fast. Think Coastal Ortho Express in Norwalk. Don't wait hours in the ER. Save a trip and money by going straight to an orthopedic specialist at Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care in Norwalk. No appointment necessary. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, 203-845-2070. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or call 203-845-2070. Fast.
A variety of food trucks, hands-on activities, live music, a different theme every night, plus top women's tennis. It's the 2015 Connecticut Open presented by United Technologies. Be there as some of the world's best competed at the largest pro tennis event in New England. And catch famous players John McEnroe, James Blake, and more in the men's Legends event presented by PowerShares Series. It all adds up to one legendary week, August 21st through the 29th, at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford, 203-375-8332, and online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate road shows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
Back in Ridgefield, Summerfest continues on, and we're honoring the 70s all throughout here, and we're here for a little bit longer on this Saturday afternoon. Along with Marty Hersam, I'm Rob Adams, and proud native, almost a native of Mahopac. One cannot truly be a native. They don't have a hospital. Used to.
Thank you. Great day so far. Crowd out here and a lot of fun.
So tell us about Kiwi Day Camp, Country Day Camp, and what you guys are doing.
We're here at Kiwi Country Day Camp to support the Ridgefield community. We have our mobile archery unit out here today, which is a lot of fun. Some carnival games, and just out here connecting with our families. Bus stops. So
let's talk about the transportation, which is a big deal, obviously, and pretty cool. So you have 3 stops here in Ridgefield.
Sure. So in Ridgefield, we try to make everything turnkey for our parents. We have elementary school, Eastridge Middle School, and the high school. So transportation, hot lunch, and everything that the kids do each day is all part of the experience at Kiwi.
And it sounds like a lot of fun there. You've got the Sky Zip Line. You've got boating. What else?
So in terms of programs, we look to provide a whole bunch of adventure programs. So the Rockwall zip lines, there's something called Geronimo, which is a 50-foot freefall device, which the kids love from.
Really?
So you climb up a tree, you get to a perch about 30, 40, 50 feet up in the air, and you just take a leap, and you free fall. So it's like bungee jumping, but just the down without the back up. So
great.
Kids love that. Great sports programs, all led by certified teachers. Strong creative and performing arts programs, ceramics, pottery, a science program called WonderWorks, Lego robotics, pottery, cooking.
No, it's been there a long time, a long legacy, a great reputation.
Yeah, so this will be the Camp 60. This is the Camp 63rd summer, started by Lou Bellato. His children, Ivan and Carla Bellato, are my partners at Kiwi Country Day Camp. So this will be my third. This is my third summer. So over the last 3 years, it's been terrific partnering with the Bellato family.
That's fantastic. Now, how did you get involved in this business venture?
So things just happen, and I'm a through and through. I tell people that I'm a camp rat. I started when I was 3, and I've never missed a summer. So this is my 35th consecutive summer at camp, and just when you're in any type of small business like this, you connect with people, and it's been a great partnership over the last 3 summers.
Oh, you must have a lot of great memories yourself from the camping business.
I do. I tell people I've had a lot over the years, but camp really does change people's lives, and I have my son here who will be 4 in a couple of weeks, and he's already had 3 summers at Kiwi Country Day Camp.
Awesome.
Started before he was 2, and it's just a fantastic place and great place for kids to build confidence, build self-esteem, connect with great role models, and just have a fantastic day.
So, and let's talk about the age range. So it is 3 years of age to entering into 8th grade.
8th grade. So to be a camper, 3, you can be a little bit before turning 3 up through 8th grade. We'll even change your diaper if you need it a little bit. Not you guys, but the
you
younger
never know.
kids.
They've been here a while.
And then entering 9th and 10th grade, you'd be a counselor and training program.
Right.
And then hopefully you join us as a staff member after that.
Wow, that's not an atypical. So it is a typical
transition for a lot of kids, right? They go into the CIT programs and right.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of our campers, I mean, love it. I mean, kids start when they're 3, and you know, we have a 5-year and 10-year camper program, and I mean, the number of sweatshirts that we give out for 10-year campers is just unbelievable, and you know, kids look forward to you know, becoming counselors and you know, thinking back to those counselors that made a difference for them and having that same experience for young children.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
And where are you located?
So we're located in Mahopac. We are on the 684 side of Mahopac, so specifically in Ridgefield, it's a 20 to 25-minute bus ride. Buses are all air-conditioned as well, which makes it a nice, easy ride and comfortable. And, you know, we serve, I'm not sure how far we go here, but Ridgefield, throughout Danbury, and northern Westchester.
That's terrific.
Outstanding. No, it's a great place that I've known for many years. So it's great to see you, and thanks for bringing your youngster out to say hello as well. He's beautiful.
Perfect. Adam Wallach from Kiwi Country Day Camp. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Adam, thanks so much.
Great. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Care. We continue on from here in Ridgefield. A beautiful day outside. I believe we're in the mid-70s at this point, but it's going to climb, and I just saw a note come across, in fact, that the National Weather Service is calling for a heat advisory for tomorrow and Monday, so certainly we want to keep that in mind. Temperatures are going to climb as we go along through the balance of this weekend. So we continue on from here in Ridgefield. We're going to be here for a little while longer, enjoying it. Sun continues to really pop through now. The clouds beginning to fade away, Marty, and we bring another guest on.
Another guest on, and it is Judy Tongue Twister is the last name. I'm going to let you pronounce your last name. It is Hyatt
Hurt Mannheimer.
Hurt Mannheimer.
Hurt.
There we go. Hurt Mannheimer.
Like the musician Al Hurt.
Al Hurt.
Al Hurt.
There you go.
Judy Hurt Mannheimer from the Enchanted Garden, Studios 1 and 2.
Correct.
Judy, welcome.
Thank you.
So you enjoying your day here, and it's sky's starting to brighten right now. Which is nice.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So tell us about Enchanted Garden.
The Enchanted Garden has been operating for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the founder and owner. It started many years ago with parent-child music classes that I ran, and then just grew and grew and grew, and now we do many things in the arts, music lessons, early childhood right through adult. We have theater classes. We have a lot of dance classes of every kind. We have yoga classes. We're starting Taekwondo this year for preschoolers.
Really?
As part of our preschool, we have a state-certified preschool and TOOS program as well. A lot of things.
So, okay, that is a lot of things. So you started in with music lessons.
With really a parent-child music program, so that they would get together and sing and dance together, starting with babies through the 2s, and then 3s and 4s would come on their own and take music with me that involved both music and dance.
And so that you really added on. It's really snowballed into almost everything in the arts, right?
Yes.
So how did you get into this? What was your background that drove you to this business?
I had always worked with children and started really in summer camps as a teenager, working in theater, in dance, and in music. I had trained in all those things myself and went on to get a couple of degrees, one primarily in ethnomusicology and ethnic dance, and then went on to get a degree in early childhood development, psychology, and dance therapy, and worked for a while with autistic children, but then had my own kids and decided to start something and put everything together, and
then
that's
just
what happened.
And literally let it grow like an enchanted garden of arts.
That's
well done. And two locations, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Where are they located?
One is 529 Ethan Allen Highway. That's Route 7. Studio 2 is that one. And then 165 Danbury Road, which is Route 35.
And why Ridgefield?
We moved to Ridgefield in '83. Loved the town. And it actually started in a funny way. I had been doing teaching here and there a little bit. And in the mail, Parks and Rec put out a notice looking for teachers, totally open-ended.
Wow.
And I thought, well, maybe I'll do this. And I started it at Parks and Rec, but it grew huge. And they felt it was actually more than they wanted to handle. There were over 250 students. So I opened up a storefront and then just it grew and grew and grew. My own children are in the arts, and they ended up joining. We started doing birthday parties with Noah when he was 16. He's now almost 40.
Oh my gosh.
And he's a composer, guitarist, a sound engineer. He teaches all those things. Mimi, my actress, singer daughter, taught Shakespeare. Isaac taught drumming, and he's very good conceptually, so he's kind of organized many things for us.
It's a real interesting family business, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really cool, well-rounded art family you've got there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is very cool.
And I don't think we ever knew that we would have a business, per se. You know, we were in the arts, but it just worked out that way, and we all love it. It's, you know, we have a lot of autonomy. And
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Judy Hurt Mannheimer
there you
from
go.
the Enchanted Garden Studios 1 and 2. Thank you for spending some time with us.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Judy.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
12:43 here on HANradio.com, streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network on this Saturday afternoon in Ridgefield with Marty Hersam. I'm Rob Adams, and this is surprisingly for now our last go-around with sidewalk sales. We've been to Darien, we've been to New Canaan, we've been to Wilton, and wrapping it up here in Ridgefield today.
I know, and what a road trip it's been.
What a long, strange trip. But this is a great fair, though. You know, they really do a great job here. The cars are fantastic, and I like the theme that they bring. We were talking about it before. They did 1964 last year. Now it's a Super 70s kind of feel to it, and so it's a good time.
It really is. But Rob, I got to correct you. This is not our last stop of the of Sidewalk Sale Palooza. We will be doing a stop at the Manchester, Vermont sidewalk sales.
Good point.
In a couple of weeks. We'll be doing some work up there with our sister publication, the Vermont News Guide.
That's
and we'll be at Orvis on Thursday, the 6th, I believe, of August. And we'll be promoting sidewalk sales on the Wednesday before and the Friday after that. So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. And we've got some other stuff to promote, Rob. We've got some baseball coming up.
We do. We've got baseball coming up beginning Friday from Trumbull High School. In fact, thinking of bringing an air mattress and living there all weekend. 15 games in the New England Babe Ruth tournament between Friday and Tuesday as they name a champion in the New England region, and then they move on to the championship round, the World Series down in Tennessee. And we'll see. Maybe a Connecticut team heads down to Tennessee. Maybe we follow along with them. But the first step is next weekend, beginning on Friday. First game is at 10:30 right here on HANradio.com to be exact. It'll be audio for the first couple of days, and then we'll go full stream with the video and everything, really, for the semifinals and the championship on Monday and Tuesday.
That's right.
So that's going to be exciting, and Vermont's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to Bennington for a day, I believe.
Bennington for a day, and then up to the beginning of the sidewalk sales on Wednesday, and then Thursday at Orvis, and then we'll wind it up back at the sidewalk sales on Friday.
I'm excited. I haven't been to Vermont in a couple of years, so I'm looking forward to getting up there. I know you go up there way too often.
Way too often, but it is terrific. Great people up there, and Manchester and Bennington are both wonderful communities. So we're looking forward to that.
Nope, they are both great towns to be in.
We're going to step out for a break,
Sounds
and
good.
we'll be back as Summerfest continues here from Ridgefield, Connecticut. Come on out.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
Kycote Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Kycote's stunning architecture, breathtaking garden, and Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Kycote Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
Too many things going on here in Ridgefield to figure out. First of all, off camera is about the biggest dog I've ever seen in my life. That thing is a horse. It's beautiful.
Yeah, where's its saddle?
Oh, yeah, seriously. And the other thing is we just finished hearing the full live version of Freebird circa 1977.
Yeah.
Just as it was straight off the record by the band that was playing here in town. They did a good job on it, actually.
Rocking it, yeah.
So back here in Ridgefield for Summerfest, and they are rocking the 70s, and we keep rocking the guests.
We do, and we're here with Meredith Mulhern of Cucumber and Chamomile. Meredith, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
We love having you. So you're enjoying your day here?
Yes, the weather is cooperating, so we're all happy, and it's great to see the crowd out here today.
Now, where are you guys located on the street today?
We are right in front of the Candlelight Shop.
Okay, great. So tell us about Cucumber and Chamomile.
So Cucumber and Chamomile is more recently a tea shop, but historically my nutrition consultation business.
Mm-hmm.
So now we get to do both in one place.
So let's start with the nutrition side of it. So you do counseling on nutrition and how to eat better and all, but I would imagine that's been a growing business with the sort of emergence, if you will, of various not eating disorders, but I'm sorry, the word just totally escaped me. It's because I had a couple of employees who were just stricken with it. It's the allergy to
gluten.
Gluten. That's it. Thank you very much. I completely went.
Eric Gendron, everyone.
Thanks for the lifeline. I appreciate it, Eric. Yes, so the gluten has become a sort of a catchphrase or a catch issue, rather. And have you had to deal a lot with that?
I do deal with that. A lot of the times people think that they can just handle it on their own and just go gluten-free.
Right.
But it's really important to stay in balance. And a lot of the times when you go and you take some major component out of your diet, unfortunately you end up out of balance with, you have to be careful of deficiencies and whatnot. So you definitely need a strategy if you want to do it well, especially because with celiac disease and most of these things, it's a lifelong change.
Right.
So it's not something you're going to do for a couple months and then just bounce back.
So do you must come across a lot of folks who want a quick fix with their nut, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, nutrition is not really the quick fix. The good news is what I try to do with people is really make the most simple change that's going to have the greatest impact and give that to them gradually so that it's not overwhelming. So it's not like you're not going to come into me and get a diet. I don't do diets.
Right.
But what you will get is things that you can maintain for the rest of your life so that we really want you to be healthy going forward for the long term.
And typically, what are the big mistakes that are sort of have simpler fixes to them that you see when people come in there and they're not feeling well for whatever reason? And
honestly, the biggest culprits are processed foods and sugar, which is not really surprising, but it's a very hard habit to break. You know, sugar is a major addiction.
Right.
They actually say that sugar has the same physiological response in the brain as cocaine.
Right.
So it's no joke trying to get over the whole sugar thing. And refined carbohydrates convert to sugar in the body, so it's basically the same thing to be eating your white breads and whatnot and your pasta and everything. So it's really not always the easiest thing to do, but those are probably the two major culprits.
Right. So then you moved into the tea business.
Yes. So I'm a little bit holistic in my approach to nutrition. So I've always tried to make it a really welcoming environment when people come and non-threatening. So I always serve tea. Since I opened almost 2.5 years ago, my nutrition practice, I'd serve tea to all my clients. And so I always wanted to be in the location where Sweet Pierre's used to be, the chocolate shop. And when it came available, I was just like, this is my chance. I'll be in my dream spot, and now I can actually have a tea shop in the same place. So I have that resource available to all of my clients now.
And how do you source the teas that you do have inside the store?
So we have two different lines. And one is more, our signature line is more of your traditional and flavored teas. Those come from a company in Arizona. They private label it for us. And then we also, a friend and I, Pippa, we work together to actually make custom blended teas in-house. Those are exclusively organic. There's no flavorings or anything added, so they're very pure. And those can be targeted for specific medical concerns. So if you have digestive issues, we have a digestive blend. And you know, it's not a treatment and it's not a cure, but it's going to support the body's natural ability to heal itself.
Right. Interesting. And you like it when people come in and sample what you've got?
That's the best thing that you can do. Come and actually take 10 minutes from your day.
Right.
Sit down and actually have it in a real glass instead of a to-go cup, you know, if you can. We have the to-go cups because, you know, supply and demand. But, but, you know, anytime we can get someone to actually come in and decompress a little bit.
Right.
I've not had a single person come in and ask for Wi-Fi. They kind of just get it. You come in. It's not work time. It's just time for you, which we often don't make time for during the day.
Yeah. And with those teas, is there a preferred way, hot or cold, or?
We do both, iced and hot, but probably the most popular is our Double Trouble, which is half iced tea, half pink lemonade. That one's not as healthy, but very, very popular.
There's the sugar.
There you go.
Very American. And then second to that, if you're going for something more healthy, we offer a misto, which is basically with frothed milk. So we have coconut almond milk is very popular. You can get that frothed, iced or hot. It's like having a latte, but tea style.
Great.
Very nice.
And what about the caffeine kick in tea?
Okay, so if you're a coffee drinker and you're looking to get a quick fix and you're trying to do it the healthy way, we got plenty of options for you.
Yeah.
You know, the green tea is going to have some, the white tea is going to have some, and black tea has the most. And then we have herbals, so if you're trying to avoid caffeine, you have lots of options from the herbals as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Meredith Mulhern from...
I'm dealing with different scents now.
That was quite loud.
Quite loud and quite smelly.
It was jarring, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a cold carbureted engine. Nothing smells like that, does it?
No. Wow. Meredith Mulhern from Cucumber and Chamomile at 3 Danbury Road. Stop in and sample the teas they have there. And
sounds good.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank
Likewise.
you, Meredith.
It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
for spending a few minutes with us.
All right.
Rob?
We continue on from here in Ridgefield, getting closer to 1 o'clock. Looks like we've got some more folks who are going to stop in and say hello to us, and really having a good time here. Very comfortable outside today. Temperatures are outstanding, and we're looking forward to having some more guests join us here on this Saturday afternoon, and it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Ridgefield. Temperatures sitting in the mid-70s, climbing up as we go along, 12:57 here on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network. And I thought I was losing you there for a minute. He's right back.
Yeah, I'm back. I thought I was getting kicked out of here.
I thought you were. Or I thought I might be running off shot.
All right, so we are back with our another guest here at the Ridgefield Summerfest, and we've got Daniela Sakura.
Sakura.
Welcome.
Right.
From Ridgefield Chorale. Excuse me, I'm a little untangled here. I'm going to.
There you go.
Got a little trouble getting in and out. So, you enjoying your day today?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I thought it was going to be really stormy out, and it's like, oh man, we got
started
a booth going
out that
up.
way.
Yeah, it did.
And where are you guys located on the street today?
We're a couple booths up that way.
Okay, so up that way would be right in front of Newman there, or in that area?
Right at Grove Street.
Right at Grove Street.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So, so have you had a lot of traffic today in that area?
We have had a lot of traffic. It's a good, it's a good junction,
intersection
so
there.
People come. And then they're curious about our displays. So we were lucky we had a good spot.
Now you're the artistic director.
I am.
Tell us about Ridgefield Chorale?
Well, the Ridgefield Chorale is a singing group here in town. We're about 75 singers. We do exclusively pop music, contemporary music, Broadway, and it's a non-audition choir. In residence here, and we do a lot of community service as well. We do events in town, and if they need somebody to sing, they call us.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool. So how does one, become part of it?
If you're interested in singing, all you have to do is either get in touch with us through our website or through the various. We advertise. We do various things to get people's attention. If you like to sing, you let us know about it, and we find a way to help you do that. About a third of our singers don't read music. So
really?
Yeah.
Now, give me an example of a song that you could do. What kind of music and songs that you perform?
Well, we do all kinds of things. For instance, we did some Katy Perry stuff. We actually sang for the women's, the U.S. Women's Gymnastic Championships over at the Excel Center.
Oh, nice.
We've done some pretty. We sang at the women's finals of the women's Final Four. We do things like Jump. We do Broadway stuff. We just came back, as a matter of fact, from Austria, where we were invited to sing the 50th anniversary of the Sound of Music in Salzburg.
Oh, that's awesome!
Wow,
that had to be a great experience.
Oh, it was a ball. It was a ball.
Now, when you've got that wide a swath of music that you can cover, do you have a personal favorite that you enjoy singing?
We have kind of a theme song that is ours, and it's called "Why We Sing," and it's about what we do. But our membership are people that like to sing music of today, and some of them have come from other choirs where they don't want to do the classical stuff anymore, and so everybody has their favorites. We've got a strong doo-wop contingent.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we do. We've got a strong Broadway contingent. People that like to do music from the theater, music from the movies, and we give them everything they need to be able to do that.
And I suppose to an extent that makes sense as a chorale, as a group of singers, that a cappella would kind of be at the foundation of what they love to sing.
The kind of traditional a cappella that you're hearing now and things like Sing Off, we really don't do.
Yeah.
We do a lot of our stuff with orchestra. We have a band. It depends on who we need. Sometimes we work with a big band. But we usually work with lights, sound, the whole production.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious. You said it's a non-audition membership. Like so, what?
Marty walks in.
You want to come sing with us? That'll do. You have a resonant voice.
Tone deaf has a new definition when I open my mouth. But that's fascinating.
Well, people tend to self-select. Some people who like to sing, but who either don't have the time or whatever, they come and they rehearse with us for a while, and they decide whether or not they can stay with us. We also ask people to reach out because we have a lot of resources to help people participate. Assistant director, we do CDs and things, help people that learn by ear to participate.
Well, that's really interesting because I'm sure there are a lot of people that would like to do it, but they're a little too intimidated, and you guys can break that all down for them.
Oh, and we just, I mean, we have fun. We enjoy what we do. We do very, very good music, but we do it with a lot of fun.
That's great.
What's coming up for you?
Yeah.
Our fall concert, we have the opportunity to sing at a brand new, beautiful concert venue up at WestCon. And so we're doing some a cappella, but kind of some unexpected a cappella.
Okay.
Some composers that people might not be familiar with, as opposed to the Beatles or some other composers that we work with. Then in the fall, we do our holiday concert every year for another organization. We give all the proceeds to another organization. This year it's for the Parkinson's Foundation.
Very good.
And then in the spring we have our big gala concert, and it's called 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's dance music of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s.
That's terrific.
Yeah, it's a ball.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us. It's Daniela Sikora from the Ridgefield Chorale. Great to meet you, and it was great to hear about it. About Ridgefield Chorale. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Rob, where are we? We are.
I think we've got someone else.
We do. We've got Susan.
Got to have
from the
Susan
chamber.
Alstrom come on, because I have not spoken with her in a while anyway, the executive director of the Ridgefield Chamber of Commerce, and feel like we're old friends now after a couple of Summerfests here. And Susan, what a great Summerfest this is. Congratulations.
The fact that a lot of fun planning this Summerfest, rewinding again this year to the 70s.
I love the themes. I think that's just great.
Yeah. So many people can connect, on so many levels.
Yeah.
And again, this year we have this fabulous car show, thanks to Dave Coles and the Memory Lane Cruisers. But again, our sponsors have helped make this happen. We have our title sponsors, Bruce Bennett Nissan, who Bruce has come with some of his one of his vintage cars, a 280Z.
Yeah.
Everybody can relate to that,
Yeah.
or everybody over a certain age.
That's right.
I actually had one myself.
No kidding.
Oh my God, it was a great car.
That's cool.
Yeah, turbo.
That
it was
is cool.
fabulous. And we have our standard sponsors. Well, we have our fabulous, actually the chair of our committee for Summerfest this year was Jeffrey Morris from Town Vibe.
Right.
He did a lot to help us pull this together. Our committee with Paul Fitzpatrick from Crossroads Signs. He did all those cutouts. I don't know if people saw that.
Yeah.
We had all of those
Yeah.
on the street here so people could take photographs with Bo Derek and John Travolta. And most of the young kids thought it was Elvis Presley, so we set them straight, but that's been a lot of fun. So we've added a little bit of interest that way. Who else? We have our fantastic supporters here. We have all of these vendors that have come that are our members,
right,
that serve our community here in Ridgefield, that help us in so many ways. We actually have some additional new sponsors this year, and in addition to our standard reliable guys, Design Builders. They came on board to help us with our Home and Garden show, which is a new aspect to the
I saw that. That was terrific.
Summerfest,
Yeah.
and that's created a little added interest and a lot of opportunity. We have our standard Winters Brothers, our guys down there with their garbage truck barbecue. If you haven't seen that, you gotta come
That's
down.
a treat.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
pretty cool.
Very creative,
Yeah.
and actually those burgers are good. We have BMW of Ridgefield. We have our wonderful Fairfield County Bank that is a huge community supporter, and they are here today.
Absolutely.
Pamby Motors, always reliable, always here with us at Summerfest.
Sure.
You got to check out those fabulous cars. We have Mercedes-Benz of Danbury. I'm going down my list here because we have a lot of tremendous support. Kiwi Kids Camps. Kiwi Kids Camps is a fabulous chamber member. They are with us for our Kids Festival each year. They have always pulled out all the stops with all their fun stuff every time we've had an event here in town. And I think people really appreciate that. And we have Winter Garden Ice Arena, which is a great tie-in here. I know you heard the news that Bruce Bennett Nissan has picked up that hockey team. Very exciting for us here in Ridgefield.
Very cool.
He's going to keep that action going, and so all the hockey players can go over to Winter Garden and make that happen, keep that going.
We've spent more than a few minutes in the Winter Garden ourselves.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah, I know you have.
We know it all too well.
That's good. So I can't not also thank Alexander Isley, who is of Alexander Isley Design. He is one of our residents here in Ridgefield. He has done our graphics for our events, for our Summerfest for many years. He donates his talent, he donates his time, and he is just, you can see his work here with our Summerfest posters and all that fun stuff.
Very good.
Also, he's done the library graphics. He helped them. He's just a fabulous community citizen and incredible. Nancy O'Connell, fabulous design, marketing background, and she makes it happen, makes the fun happen every time. So we are really grateful for that support.
When does the planning start on next year?
We run down what doesn't be get a very, very positive response.
Absolutely.
It should get bigger each year, like everything we've been doing at the Chamber. We've had a great run this past year, a lot of support from the community, and we're very happy to support our members.
Well, you do a great job of that, Susan, and it's good to see you here. And I mean, what a lucky day too, because it started out a little sketchy, but it's really turned into something wonderful. And I know you'll be tired at the end of the day.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely a soak your feet night. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Beautiful day here in Ridgefield as we get ready to say goodbye on this what has now become a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Get ready, time. We'll let that then for the Friday from Trumbull, and that's going to be a big event for us as well. A lot of baseball over that weekend.
That's right, Rob. It's going to be exciting. And by the way, kudos to you for sourcing that event. I think it's going to be not only great for the kids, but for our broadcasters.
I'm excited. Excited to lead us there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This was great once again, and I'm just thinking next year, we've got to be ready. If they go theme again, I think we have to have some period dress.
I was thinking the same thing,
Susan didn't go with the bell bottoms today, and that's okay. I didn't ask her about it, but I'm thinking for next year, you never know. They went 60s last year. They went 70s this year. I'm just saying.
Who knows?
Could be the 80s. You never know. Maybe go back to the 50s. Who knows?
No, I call Don Johnson if it goes 80s.
Okay, deal.
Right. Or Magnum PI. I'm not sure which one.
Deal. Well, I'm still figuring out who I'm going to go see Back to the Future.
Eric, what do you want to
be?
Duran.
Let's talk some more about it.
We'll see you Monday for coffee break at 11 o'clock for everyone here at HANradio.com. I'm Rob Adams. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you Monday. Goodbye from Ridgefield.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.